also know a lot. But let's see. Okay, it's working now. That was weird. I've never seen that before. But it's working now, so we just need to reboot the mister. Alright. Easy solution. So the music's gonna be a little scuffed. Just a bit. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons. This one's got, like, reverse buttons or something. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, right, so this is the layout. I have to change this. So, I'm, like, got, like, weird muscle memory problems with some of these games. And I need to have the B button be my jump. And I need the Y to be my dash. And it's currently on, like, the Game Boy layout, so I need to fix this. Let's see. And also lower the game volume. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. That's right. Left. Up. So A would be this. B would be this. And then we'll enter to finish. Go. So that should fix it. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Enter my name. I have 3 characters. My name cannot fit in 3 characters. Do I just go with something like ass? Or do I, like, go AAA? AAA, like AAA games? Or just, Let's go, Go with some ass. How about we go with ass then? That seems to be the popular choice here. So, interesting thing about this version is it has an intro cutscene. Fun fact, this intro cutscene is just like telling you what the instruction manual tells you. So this is actually part of the lore. So they didn't make this up for the GBA version, they just added it in. I could have done sus. Oh, that would have been cursed. Yeah, so this is all in the manual for the SNES version. It's not necessarily word for word, but it's the same plot. Yeah? Like, this battle Diddy's having is canon. So another thing you're going to notice is this is going to look washed out. It's going to be true across all 3 of these versions. It's because that's the GBA curse. A lot of the games that released on the GBA had a washed out palette because they wanted to try and make them bright and lower in contrast for basically, you know, the people who didn't have a backlight. Sus among us. Yeah, that's good. So, this version is interesting because Donkey Kong is fucking awful on the SNES version. And he's actually fine on this version of the game, which is bizarre to me. But they actually fixed him in this. There's also a secret. You might see it here. There's a little pixel on the left. There's a photo. There are a bunch of these to collect, so that's what I mean by this game having more stuff. Now, I don't know if I personally remember where every one of these are. I don't really, so I'm probably gonna have to use a guide to find everything. Yeah, look at this photograph! Oh no, the banana where it's gone. What will we do? Let me know if the volume is okay, by the way. The game's probably fine. Damn, I didn't want to go back in. We already saw this. I don't need to see it again. If the volume is swick, good to hear. Good to hear. Alright, so... smacks here. I almost never do this, but sometimes there's photos. So, another thing about this version is it's a remake. That's true of all three of the trilogy on GBA. They did not have the source material anymore. So no source code, no original assets. So they tried to make it their best one-to-one to the SNES version. And I think in many ways they did a pretty good job. But there's obviously some differences. So another thing about this version as well is for the full completion, for getting all the completion stuff done on the true 100%, you also have to get all the letters. So you have to get all the Kongs on every level. This game does a better job, though, of keeping track of what you haven't gotten. Now, I'm not sure if this version forces you to complete the bonus levels in order to get the percentage. My educated guess is it probably does. I'm going to assume that it probably does. They also let you re-enter the bonuses more easily. There. Now, this part is harsh on the ears. Probably not so much on you guys' end because I have a limiter on and a compressor and I have the volume lowered. But that bit's annoying. So here's another neat thing. See this little lizard? Little critter here? And these, like, butterflies? That's obviously all new. So I just did this level in the SNES. So, like, they added a few things to the environment to kind of, like, give it a little more flair. Yeah, little Gex. They also added some weird sound effects you may have just noticed. Like this. Kind of bizarre, but it's there. You might also notice that it doesn't turn to night. So there's no nighttime in this because it's on Game Boy Advance, so there's no night segments like there used to be. So Ropey Rampage, for example, isn't night anymore, it's daytime. Yeah, the sussy panting. Yeah, so there's some interesting changes that they made. You might have also noticed that all the animations are way smoother. They're kind of like, look like they're running at like, you know, 60 FPS or something. You also see a little frog there. This cute little frog. Yeah, only after DK finishes writing it, that's right. So yeah, the animations are a lot more smooth in general for everything. So there are some things about this version that are better, and, you know, arguably, I guess it depends on your perspective, but they definitely put a lot of effort into these ones. The Super Nintendo versions are still the best overall, but I would definitely say that these have a lot going for them. Darn it. How come there we go. Oh, can I not? Maybe this version doesn't let you... Okay. That was odd. I wasn't sure what happened with that. Alright, well, I guess we have to do this bit again. Huh. Let me do it that time. Yeah, the iframes are pretty generous. Comparatively. That is absolutely true. So, I haven't... Yeah, there's also, like, wind sound effects now and, like, stuff like that. The snow effect is different. So I haven't mentioned it before, but in case people are wondering, the other games that I've been playing on stream and working on, stuff like Mario 64, first playthrough, and I haven't played that in over a month. It's another one I want to get back to. And Luigi's Mansion I mentioned earlier, I've been working on that. But Luigi's Mansion's been shelved because the main stick on the GameCube controller shreds my thumb because I have dry skin problems at the moment because it's winter. So I've been avoiding that game. Welcome back, Anime Cow. Or mostly back. And, yeah, so I've been working on those games. I've also been working on Mario RPG, another first playthrough. So, like, Super Mario RPG for the SNES, to be more specific. And that's, like, again, another first playthrough. I'm deeper into that. I'm about almost halfway through that game. I haven't been playing it too often, but every now and then I do a good session of it. And I think other than that, Is there anything else I was actively working on and playing? Not really, I guess. It's probably all that comes to mind at the moment. I do like to do some streams where I just try games out on consoles. I've done a handful of those. People really like them. Where I just, like, have a bunch of games downloaded and just mess with them. Well, thank you. I try to play interesting stuff, but, you know. So I guess I'm not getting this thing. That might mean I have to come back for this, because there might be a photo. So they changed the bonus barrels as well. They're in line with the bonus barrels in 2 and 3 for the SNES. It's another neat little thing. Really? Wasn't that one? It must have been the one next to it. Well, Diddy's pissed. Guess we try again. Yeah, you can spend the rest of your life playing RPGs and JRPGs. I think it was this one? Yeah. Yeah, you might have a point there. I could save state them. If it gets too tedious, I will. The bonuses in this first game aren't very good, to be honest. They're pretty weak. The way that these behave are weird. Like, hitting those guys and killing them is way harder. With Diddy, specifically. So yeah, Chained Echoes is one that I've been super interested in. Everybody keeps streaming it, though. I don't know, it kind of feels like, to me, like, something like Chained Echoes I'd be down for. But, I don't know, like, everybody streamed it. So it feels like, I don't know, it wouldn't really be something people would want to see. So, this is completely different, as you can see. Frankie's got a whole new pad here. I'll keep that in mind. At the moment, though, I'm working on Mario RPGs, so fine with that. RPGs are a tricky one, because you don't want to do it too long. I don't know how long Chained Echoes is supposed to be, so... Because a lot of those later, newer RPGs tend to be really long. Mario RPG is like a 30 hours or less game. So that's a lot easier for me to stream. How long to beat sometimes gives you a general idea, but how long to beat's also a liar. Because how long to beat, people try and treat it like it's speedrun times. So usually how long to beat only really gives you a minimum for how long it actually takes to beat a game. So if like how long to beat says a game's 40 hours, and like that's like the clear time, then that's like the minimum amount of time it's gonna take you to beat it. 43 hours so far. Yeah, see, that's... Yeah. That's where I'm like, do I want to stream that, dog? Because the longest game I've played on stream is Fallout New Vegas. And that took me 60 hours. Guess I'll get this for completionist purposes, or not. I guess he's just chilling. Well, like, here's the thing. Just because I don't stream a game doesn't mean I'm not going to play it. There are games that I do play off stream. So, there's that too. I'm interested in the game regardless. I would like to play it. Just a matter of when, I suppose. All in good time. So, the underwater sections are giga bright. Arguably too bright. You know, Game Boy Advance, no backlight, etc. I'll keep that in mind. Never say never, it's possible. Alright, so where's that thing? There it is. Yeah, it's always fun talking about the stories of games and reacting to that sort of thing. I agree. The story is literally insane. All right, cool. I know that people really like it, so It's doing really well, and I'm glad to hear that a SNES-inspired JRPG-ish game is doing well. I love me a good shocking video game. Alright, so some of these hitboxes are a bit weird. As expected. I like the little clownfish here that they've got added to the stage. At least for this particular game, honestly, they do an okay job. They do an okay job of making the music tolerable. You can tell at times it's struggling. Like, this stuff, when you complete the level, sounds bad. I do like the redone maps, too, though. Like, the redone maps are neat. So they're more zoomed in, but they have more detail. I do like that this GBA remake actually does have effort put into it. I really appreciate that kind of thing. Alright, so we can't warp through this level, because we gotta get everything that we can get. Right? It's been a long-ass time since I've done this level normally, so I might end up taking it slow. It's also possible I'll still miss stuff and have to go back anyway. Whoops. That was a mistake. Try that again. Yeah, Chained Echo sounds like a good time. I will definitely get around to it at some point. If I'll stream it is another matter, but you never know. It might happen. I think for a game like that, I would be more okay with streaming it if the audience was receptive to watching it. I think that's the key. If people were on board. Because that's the type of game where you have to be on board to watch it. So, that's the tricky thing with story-driven video games. The barrels work differently on the GBA one. Yeah, the modern indie like pixel art stuff is amazing. It's incredibly peak. I definitely agree with that. All these new indie games look amazing. Yeah, I have like unlimited amount of video games to play, so we'll see. Right, so I want to not take this route. I want to go here. There might be stuff. There's this here, but I don't know how to get... Do I even want to get this? Oh yeah, it's a letter, isn't it? Yeah, I need to get that, actually. So I do want to take this. There we go. I pretty much have an infinite backlog of games. Both retro and, like, newer indie stuff. Alright. Really? That missed? Ouch. Well, that kind of sucks. So I don't really pretend to keep track of a backlog for games. I'm gonna just assume it remembered that I got that bonus. It probably didn't, but we're gonna assume that. I don't really keep track of what I want to play or haven't finished, really. I just know that I have infinite amounts of games to play. Man, this barrel part is messing me up. Like, over the years of just having Steam for a long time, buying bundles, stuff like that, I have, like, over 1,000 listed games on my Steam, so... It's just kind of like an infinite void at this point. Right, slowly but surely. That looks like a good one. There we go. Again? That was the exact same thing. Oh, dude. Dude, that is painful. Why is that segment giving me so much trouble? It's those slight alterations, like the game is ever so slightly different, so it's messing me up. Alright. Thank you. Alright, these dudes. Okay. Well, thankfully, I hope we got everything. I hope it countered that bonus. It probably didn't, but we'll see. I can check, I think. Should tell me in the stats. Level stats. It did count it, but I missed one in Reptile Rumble, apparently. Ass stats, exactly. It's a good meme. I'm glad we went with it. Gotta know those stats of that booty. We'll go back to that level another time, Reptile Rumble. I think I know what I missed, actually. So they changed the boss here. He's chunkier, and there's, like, shaking going on, and he's, yeah, just bigger. And he does the big jump now. Otherwise, he's functionally the same boss. I've always been firmly in the thigh gang myself. The banana is much smaller, though, which I'm not a big fan of. I like bigger bananas as well. Another level that's kind of looks a lot worse in some ways because it's super duper bright. And it was a lot darker in the original. I like some of the lighting effects, though. This looks pretty good. So there's some stuff that looks a little better. Yeah, some things with this version are mixed, that's for sure. Definitely a mixed version. Alright, we got ourselves our espresso bonus. Oh yeah, he does that noise every time he jumps in this one. I forgot about that. Animals gotta make weird noises. This was kind of a trend for GBA games, especially like re-releases and stuff. A lot of them had just unnecessary noises in them. I think we're gonna run out of time. I don't really need to get these lives, but I'm gonna try. Oh gosh, I'm really close. Alright, I got it. Starfy? I don't think I'm familiar with that one. But then again, there's a lot of DS games I'm not familiar with. I got an assload of lives that time. Damn, they're like 10 lives. Already got 40 lives. I'm in the beginning of World 2. That's after losing some of them. So we already did that bonus. Based off of Kirby. Cool. Very goofy sounds. We got the minecart carnage. Gotta do the whole thing, no warps. There's not any bonuses, though, so the only thing that we need to grab are the letters. Which I think you pretty much just get the letters anyway. I don't think you really have to go out of your way to get them. I don't think it requires any special jumps, but we'll find out. The music suffers a lot here. I've already fucked up. Just gonna kill myself. The music's not so great for this stage. So, like, some of the music's fine and they did an okay job of adapting it. But then there's ones like these that get, unfortunately, a little too shrilly. A little too loud. The GBA sound chip, its biggest weakness is it has no bass whatsoever to speak of, right? So, that's its biggest problem. So it's not the nicest to listen to. It probably sounds a little better on your end than my end. Because my end, I'm getting the full loud of it. I've heard worse, but yeah, it's not great. I think the actual song is fine. It's never one that I've been particularly... Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. My rhythm got wrecked, so I just fell off. Damn it. I have to do this again. Yeah, I wouldn't say the song's bad, in my opinion. It's just fine. They don't use it very much, so it's whatever. It's pretty much only in the minecart stages it gets used. And there aren't many of those, so it's like 2 of them, 3 of them. Almost got hit again. It's this part right here I don't like on the GBA. Because it's like, me, little much. Just a bit. Did I miss a letter? Felt like I did. No, I got him. Okay. So I got everything I needed at that level then. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a short break. My butt's hurting from sitting too long. So I'm just gonna be back in a few minutes and watch some random clips in the meantime. Oh, Jesus. That is some nasty hitching. Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
You're late.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I slept in.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Now, we've been friends since junior high.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, thanks for joining me to shop.
Great
Let's
exposition.
catch the next train.
Great exposition there. That's a normal thing that people say. Tim? Who the fuck is Tim? Tim the Raider? I've never heard of you. What do you do, Tim? I guess you're too busy being dead. Fuck you, Tim. Oh, another one of these guys. Oh. You can just do that, huh? Yeah, I think that might be the first time I've seen that happen. I guess he's gone now. I guess he went underground with his fellow underground snake things. Yeah, and we'll go with that.
Goodbye. Be seeing you. How are you today? I'm fine. How are you? Well, goodbye. Hello, how are you? Hello?
Holy shit. Oh, we got a pink ball now. Guys, I think I like balls. This is too good. Oh my god, that's a lot of freaking enemies. And we gotta explode that. It's begging for it. Dynamite those motherfuckers. In case you're wondering why I typically use VATs for explosives, it's mainly because if you don't, explosives usually never go where you throw them. As you can see, they're kind of rolling and doing weird shit now because it's on a slope. That doesn't happen if you use VATs. I actually thoroughly... Oh, look at that. That's normal. So I've thoroughly tested this game before, and I've never seen this happen. Infinite void of nothing. Oh, no, there's a bottom. Or no, there isn't. Well, welcome to Fallout New Vegas modding. Despite no matter how many times you test things, it will still break regardless. Wonderful game. So you can go back here and you get a little extra cutscene. Or you get your game to crash. Did my game seriously crash? Oh my god. Dude. Dude. Seriously? Come on, I tested this. Oh no. I don't remember this puzzle either, like off the top of my head. I think I remember enough about it, but I know what I know what it's supposed to look like. But I don't remember like the optimal rotations here for this, so you might be waiting a little bit for me to fully solve this. Apologies. You're gonna have to be patient while I try to solve the dumb slide puzzle that I'm not really good at solving. That's just the reality of what we're dealing with here. Okay. Apparently, I'm much better at solving this than I remembered. I talk up like, oh, I'm gonna take 1,000,000 years to solve that. You might be waiting 10 minutes, guys. And like, oh no, wait, I solved it already. See, the important thing is when you're a streamer, you have to always be talking nonstop. If you have dead air for even half a second, then people might immediately leave. Just a fun fact. So you just have to just nonstop talk. Even if you have nothing to talk about, you just talk about nothing like I'm doing now, and you just keep saying things to reassure people that you're not asleep. And God forbid, if you're a streamer and you have to go to the bathroom. Boy, if you go to the bathroom, that means everybody's gonna leave. A lot of really fast fucking zombies here. Big pain in my ass. Too many. Fuck you. Damn bitch. Lily's just beating the ever-living shit out of Corgi Rex. It looks like Rex is winning. Damn. Well done, Rex. Wow. Good job.
You can get involved if you want to, but I'll be over here.
Why is this terminal inside of this? Did you forget that R2-D2 was in this game? How could you forget that R2-D2 was in this game? He's always been in the game. And you forgot about him? Well, I'm here to remind you that R2 has always been in Fallout New Vegas. It is canon. You can barely make it. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for the compliments. Yeah, the clip stuff, I make those myself. I'm my #1 clipper. How's my butt? It's fine. Probably better. This is another level that's super bright. Definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot they do that. They have sounds now. When they're on the edge. That sound's always been in the game though, but this like edge sound. Stupid. Yeah, I'm fine. I did some stretches. Also, gross spider. Could live without that. Oh, damn it. I just fucked up the bonus. Well, guess I have to do the level again. The zingers? I mean, they were doing that in the SNES version, too. The buzzing thing has always been a mainstay. Yeah, it is different. I know it's not the same. Yeah, I can understand. I don't think I need Winky for any completion stuff, but I'm getting him just in case. Hopefully he doesn't get me killed. Yeah, it's definitely more unique. Double kill. So one thing that I've done a lot of on the stream is play FPS games. So, if you thought the double kill thing was a reference to Quake and Unreal Tournament, you would be correct. Yeah, the slowdown noise is kind of neat. I don't think I need the tire, I can just see this. There we go. I don't know why they act like they're dying when you go out of the bonus. But yeah, I missed the bonus level thingy. I don't know if it counts it as soon as you get it, or if you have to finish the whole level first before it lets you do it. I guess we'll find out. Time to test it. Gosh, I hate those spiders. I actually don't need to use this barrel, but I'm taking a spare just in case I screw it up again. There we go. I play a lot of FPS on this stream. Damn it. I played quite a few. Been a bit of a break from that at the moment since I played too many. I like playing a lot of the boomer shooters. Really, they don't let me... Huh. Alright, let's look at the stats. Apparently it counts, so you don't have to, like, finish it. That's good to know. And you can also just grab it without completing the level. Also good to know. That'll make it a lot easier, okay? Yeah, boomer shooters is the popular term. So this level probably looks the most rough out of all of them compared to the SNES. There are definitely better lighting effects, but the contrast here and just the background assets do not look favorable. Added a rat, though. I've never beaten Fallout 4. It's the only Fallout game I've not beaten. Oh, I've got to get this bonus. I'll probably do it eventually. I plan to play all the Fallout games on stream at some point. The only one I've finished on stream is New Vegas, though. We did a Mr. House ending, in case you're wondering. Okay, so we gotta get a bonus here. I think we might need the claptrap for that. And I don't think he's gonna spawn back. Nope. Oh no, I was able to jump. Okay. You can reach it. Heard what called what before? Man. That's like an emote. That's like legit emote material. I might make that into an emote. Yeah, I could do it. Wouldn't be hard to add that in to 7TV or something. So if you don't use 7TV, you should. It's the best emote. It's the best emote service. I have a shitload of 7TV emotes, just I added years, like a couple years ago or so. This is very unwieldy, by the way, so don't... Yeah, this is hard to control. Winky's always hard to control, no matter what version you use. There we go. I still got the multiplier. And that gets me a photo, so I needed to do that. Good. Yeah, I guess it does, so that's true too. There's like a couple ways to use it. And if you get 7TV, you can see my username flare that looks like this because I give 7TV money monthly. It's it looks like this. And you can't see it because you don't have 7TV. So there you go. Oh, they have a wake-up sound now. That's interesting. It's so weird being able to use Donkey Kong and not have him suck. It's odd that he's competitive with Diddy. Oh, just like gross emotes? I can understand that. If you don't like seeing certain emotes. I think there are ways to block them if you don't want to see certain ones. Yeah, I can get that. There's like a warp over there, but it's not really worth getting. Oh yeah, there's a bonus back there too, isn't there? I better go get that. Yeah, here we go. There's like a couple ways to get it. It's a browser add-on. So it's something you add on to your browser. Yeah, there's the 7TV one, and then there's like another way to use it through some other app. I need this tire. It's kind of stuck. There you go. You unstuck it. So far, this is going pretty well, actually. What? I pressed... Did I not touch the right one? Whatever, it still counts. Who cares? I don't need another life. I have 54 lives. We're fine. I think I missed a bonus, though. There's supposed to be a bonus next to that. So I think I fucked up. Might be able to use this, though. Will this work? It does. Good, good, good. Yeah, hold on a sec. Yeah. Yeah, so it has, like, a... different colors. There's a lot of other good ones to choose, too, so I might change it at some point. We'll see. It's been like that for a year. It's a pretty good color scheme. Kind of like a vaporwave look. Well, thank you. Right, so I don't know if... Do I need this TNT too? No, this is just like an extra. I do need the tire, though. Probably for the photo. Shit. Well, I can still get this. I just have to lose a Kong. There we go. So no photo for getting Winky. Okay. So that not necessary. I had to try anyway, just in case. Right. Damn it. Yeah, that frog's stupid. Good for a free hit, though. Makes stupid sounds. So I guess Winky makes stupid sounds, and that somewhat makes up for it. Like he does the... That's something. He's kind of a detriment, though. Like, you don't need him for this level. He just kind of gets in the way. Right, so that should be everything in the level, I think. Oh, wow, that candy icon is real strange. I never noticed that until now. That's really something. Okay, that is everything in the level. Or world, I should say. Those are some powerful lashes. Right, so there was like another one of these I ignored. You have to do these as part of completion. Mini games. I guess to jump in. So basically, it's a rhythm mini game. It's a rhythm mini game. gotta understand what timing they want out of me. Apparently it's... Okay, it's like that. I see. I think. Very odd timing. That was a bad first attempt. Alright, we'll try again. Damn. Dude, this minigame sucks. The timing on it is completely fucked. And getting perfect is very difficult. Like, I've played Music Dash, okay? I'm not that bad. They, like, want you... What counts as a perfect is when it's, like, exiting the box.
Time up.
It's like a mini-game for that specific to this version. They have, like, one of these for each. They have one of these for each world. It's weird because the timing for this is when it's exiting the box. It's not when it's entering or in the box. It's like as it's exiting it. It's bizarre. So it really throws you off.
Time up.
Honestly, I'm not even looking at the Kongs because I can't. I have to look at the arrows. Alright, so that counts, so I get photo. Okay. Yeah, I can understand how that would be upsetting. Alright. Now we got boss. Why is he... Oh, that's just because of the invincibility phase. So they made him all pink rage mode when he's invincible? Alright. Kind of a weird change. I guess they wanted to make sure players understood when you can hit the necky. You want to hear something funny that I've seen on the internet? Not much, but I've seen a bit of it. So, like, the Dead Space remake came out, right? Unfortunately, I'm incapable of streaming it because the game is so absurdly CPU heavy that I literally cannot stream and play the game at the same time. So that was annoying. But the funny part is I've been seeing people, like some small groups of people, call it woke space. Apparently, Dead Space is woke because it has, like, gender-neutral bathrooms in it or something. I don't know. Like, it's really funny to me. And one of the main characters of the game, Kendra, in the intro, she mentions that, like, she has a, like, doesn't even, like, outright say it. She just mentions, like, you know, my girlfriend or whatever. Like, it's not even, like, confirmed if she, you know, does have a girlfriend or not. And it's just really funny to me that there are people who seem super mad that the game has, like, 2 things in it. I don't know. So apparently it's woke because of that. And, it's super fucking funny. Woke space. Oh, man. Some people are super brain damaged. Alright. This minigame is actually pretty silly. It's actually easier than it is in the SNES. Like, I've played 4 hours of that game on my own time, and I never even noticed any of this At all. Like that bathroom thing, I never even noticed, dude. I wasn't even looking. It's just so funny. The things that people get mad about are really interesting. Okay, so this bit... No, there's no bonus there. I don't think there's any bonus with this barrel, no. Damn it. At least there's a barrel here. Okay, so this bit... I need to be careful. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. It's pretty much... That's how I have felt about it for a while. These dastardly villains putting letters inside of bonuses. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Well, I think I got everything in that level. How are we doing here with our level here? Did I clear everything? Oops, wrong button. Yep, I did. Good. So far, I'm getting most of the stuff. So there's like the scrapbook thing. I haven't actually looked at this, but this is what the photos are. So you're just picking up photos. Well, definitely thank you for stopping by. You have a comment about things you wanted shoved down your throat, but you decided not to post it. Interesting. I got some big photos here. Oh, yeah, it's the photo from the original game. Yeah, bananas. Bananas are definitely a big candidate for that. Rest well. Yeah, it's a good meme. It's a good meme, I agree. Right, so there's like a bonus back here, and I can't get it, but I can get it again later. There's also like a warp. I won't worry about it right now, because you can literally just get those at the start of the level. I just sort of forgot. The music's better on this level than some of the other music in this version. They did a pretty good job adapting this one. It's honestly, the music in this version isn't even as bad as I remembered it being. There's only a few tracks that sound particularly bad. Yeah, it's like, you know, all kidding aside, if you want a horny post, I don't care. It's fine here. Remember how difficult this was? Remember how difficult this was in the, like, the Game Boy Color version? It was awful. This level was terrible. Particularly those sections. Right? So we missed, I think, like, the stuff at the beginning. So yeah, there's this one, which I'm not sure if we can get it with the naughty. No, too low. We can get this one. Horny posting as memes is acceptable as well. I accept all of the forms, don't worry. Like, I'm not, I don't know, like, when it comes to me, like, I'm pretty chill and laid back. The only things that get people in trouble in like my Twitch stream and stuff is if people are doing the very obvious things, you know, that get people banned or timed out. You know, the stuff that's like just common sense. That's kind of why some people just these days will just have it, right, I'm done here. I don't need to do it again. That's why some people have just, you know, switch Twitch rules that just say don't be a dick. Because that kind of sums up a lot of it for most people. Alright, so we need that letter. Darn it. Ah, it didn't count. Man, that is strict. Can I get it this way? There we go. Wasn't it here? No? Was this not the bonus? I guess it wasn't. Just for the Kong. Jeez, it's tough. Hopefully I didn't miss it. I wonder why they changed the color of the zingers here. They look completely different. They're like a silver blue. Kind of look interesting. Music's also quite different here, too. The general same music, but there are different samples being used here. In terms of redone music, this particular track is probably the most redone of them all so far that I've heard. Never really noticed that before. There's kind of like a chorus and stuff that they added to it. Interesting. Yeah, see, I'm having no problems with this version. For the most part, it's pretty smooth. Like, this level was giving me an awful lot of grief before. Okay, so I think with this one, there is a bonus, but it's like, you gotta not destroy the Kremlins. You don't want to wreck shit. Like, you don't want to do what I just did. So I'm pretty sure there was a bonus there. Or it was like, no, it was right here, because you can see it. See, like, it's a different color. They added that in. So I fucked up. So I have to do the level again. Not right. I don't know if I'll think I'll do it now. I'll just revisit that later. At least I don't have to worry about getting the letters again, but yeah, I fucked up. This is cool, what they did here with the map. I like the Kremlin statues. Yeah, like, when it comes to stuff like being horny online, like, it's whatever. You can do it here, just don't go overboard. Nothing that breaks the TOS, you know what I mean? So it's all good. Like, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about that stuff because I've been plenty like that in my own time and stuff. Just as long as we don't get weird about it, then it's fine. Don't break Twitch's TOS, and it's all good. Ugh, that gross spider again. Alright. So far, this is working out pretty well. Making some good progress on this video game. Yep. I think that this particular level is the level that has the most hidden shit in it. There's a couple really well-hidden bonuses in this one, and I don't know if I remember exactly where they're all located. So this one I might have to go back to later. Yeah, I mean, you haven't caused any trouble, don't you worry. So there's definitely stuff up there, and I think you might need Espresso to reach it. I don't think I can get there on my own. There's also this secret. But yeah, I'm definitely not getting everything here. I'm missing shit right now. Yeah, I missed a letter too, somehow. I'm not sure where I missed it, but I missed it. So this has been a pretty unproductive... There's a bonus there too. I don't even remember how you get the barrel for that. Yeah. I guess I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong. But I definitely missed most stuff in that level, because it's probably the most complicated one for secrets outside of Fear Factory. On Guard definitely got buffed in this version. You can attack with his swordfish thing way faster. Damn it. There we go. Oh, darn it. Comboing me. I don't want to lose the fish so early. There we go. Ugh. I'm just brute forcing this section because it sucks. There we go. Thank you, On Guard. I missed the letter still? Seriously? Ugh, darn it, I should have been more attentive. That means I also have to go back to this level. It's a little annoying. At least it's not the end of the world, because some of those levels are pretty short. This is another candy DDR we gotta do later. Oh yeah, there's a secret there too, isn't there? Whoops. Well, this is at the beginning of the level. And I died anyway. I went down too far. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, that's not a required secret, it's just the animal cracker. Ah! I think that barrel was for a bonus. Fuck. Yeah, I fucked up. Man. Yeah, some of these levels get a little more complicated for secrets. They require from very, very specific things, and it's easy to lose them if you're being silly. Oh, by the way, I think here. There's one thing I haven't shown before because it almost never comes up. Let me actually show that off because I almost never have a reason to. So let's see. Most people haven't seen my full model, but believe it or not, it does exist. So if I go back to here for a sec, and there we go. So you can see the model. This is the full thing. So this is what I look like fully. Almost never gets shown. I am planning on getting a a new, completely different design and model. But this is what I currently look like in full, in case you were wondering. So that's the full dealio. And you know, other than that, we have expressions and stuff. I also have this feature for some reason, which I didn't ask the rigger to include. But, like, I can do that if I want. I don't know why it's there, but it is there. And also I can do this, apparently. And I don't know why this is in here, because the rigger included it as well. But I can do this, and I don't know why it's here. But this is another thing that it can do. And, there's, like, this as well. And then there's this. And then there's this. And there's, like, the expressions as well. And, you can do combos, of course, all that good stuff. You can do the eyes. I do like the eyes. The eyes are fun. I don't use these expressions too much, but you can do, like, combos as well, of course. You know, do that. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Oh, the unzipping. So this actually goes down way further, but it breaks TOS, and I don't know why the rigger included it. Horny, I guess? I don't know. But I limited the expression so it doesn't go down any further than that to break TOS. But, yeah, so that's the thing that was included. There's also one thing that I've never shown that I don't really like showing off because it's gross, and I don't know why it's included. So this model has 2 mouth modes. And one of the mouth modes looks absolutely fucking terrible, and I don't know why it was done this way. But keep in mind, this is like an early 2019 live 2D model, so this isn't new or anything. So I guess methods back then were jank and weird. So anyway, if I change my mouth mode, this is what it looks like. So it goes like this instead. Like a fish. It's awful, awful, awful looking. So yeah, that's the thing that it can do. So that's pretty much what that, like, what the model does and what it's capable of. Those are its features. And then back to the game. Alright, so I have to switch my monitor mode. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually get it a completely overhauled model, because I've had this one for way, way, way too long. I do, technically speaking, have 2 other VTuber models that are 3D, but I don't like the way that they look for the most part. They have a lot of problems, especially technically. So I don't really use them. The general idea that I have is I'm going to get, like, probably another 3D model, but I'm going to make sure that it's a good one. And get someone who actually knows what they're doing. The only problem is it costs a lot of money to do that. It's not cheap. So I'm probably gonna have to save for months in order to actually get that done. But I think that I will get it done this year sometime. And do that. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to bring people back. Not that I needed to, but yeah. So what I'm going to be doing based off of experience and learning some hard lessons with the 3D models that I tried is I'm going to get, like, what was it? What's the term? Character sheet? Yeah. So I want to get, like, a character sheet that shows, like, the correct angles, references, expressions, stuff like that. And if I have a character sheet, it would be much, much easier to get something that looks good and accurate, especially if it's in 3D. My experience working with 3D artists is most of the people out there who are doing it for VTuber stuff, or just things like that in general, aren't able to make their own stuff. Like, they're not good at conceptualizing characters and costumes and stuff like that on their own. So this boss is completely different, this version, by the way. Yeah, it's all weird now. I forgot how different it was, actually. But, yeah, so basically, the 3D artists need references, good ones. They need to be told exactly what things look like and how they're supposed to look. And that's where a character sheet is almost a necessity if you want to do 3D. So, you pretty much just have to get that. And it does add to the expense, but it is worth it because it makes things easier. It also makes things easier for fan artists, too. If you want people want to make fan art, makes it easier for them to make things, you know? So, there's definitely, you know, good reasons to go that route. So, what I would want to do is I want to commission a character sheet first, get the whole concept of the new look down, get that figured out so everybody knows what we want and it's on board. And then after that, I probably just find, like, a good 3D artist who I feel comfortable and confident with, and just go from there. But, you know, realistically speaking, this type of stuff's expensive. And this boss is way too long. This new version of this boss is kind of long. Alright, let's catch up with chat here. Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive these days. So, like, the model that I am using currently, the original design for it, and the Live 2D in total, all of that costs 300 USD. Even for a model of this particular caliber, this would probably cost like $1,200 US today. Even for, like, something that's more simple-ish like this. That's kind of the prices that I've seen. So, like, that's kind of what it's like these days in my experience. And shopping around. My ideas for what I would do with a new model and look are pretty specific. So, I just need to iron out some more details, particularly just outfit stuff. But, you know, first thing first, I gotta get the character sheet done. I've just put it off because I've been spending money on other things that are kind of more important. So, it hasn't really been too much of a priority, but I think this year is the year to do it. So I'm already kind of decided that I'm gonna do what I can to save up and get that going. I'm kind of like, I mean, this model's fine. It's just old. Like, I've had it for a long fucking time. And it's quite outdated in its rigging. So I would just like something that's newer. Something that's a little more specific. Because this model wasn't really like... This was old school VTubing when I had gotten this made. So I would want to... Like, back when people kind of commissioned this stuff, most of us weren't too specific in that way because we didn't really have much in the way of a reference. Like, people just kind of wanted a model to do the thing. So there wasn't as many ideas to pull from for that type of thing. Now it's a lot easier to kind of know what you want. So I think that that's a big difference. Well, for me, this is purely a hobbyist thing. I have, like, made $0 from this endeavor. So, like, you know, it's just purely because I like doing it for fun. Like, I always leave myself open to the opportunity of making some money off the thing. And, you know, maybe making it a career or whatever you want to call it. But realistically speaking, that's not really how these things roll. So, it's not really something that I'm really trying to make a thing now. I just do it because it gives me something to do. It's a nice little hobby. And that's pretty much it. I think expecting much more than that is not very realistic. Wow, I hate the barrels, how they changed here. Yeah, like, if I had the opportunity to make it like a career thing, absolutely I would do so. I think that would be lovely. But I don't think it's realistic. So, it's one of those things that I'll leave the opportunity open, but that's it. Man, they make that barrel way harder to execute. I like the wind sound effects that they added. Shit, I just don't like what they did. Yeah, it was a nice amount of lives until it got wrecked. I wasn't even paying attention to that, but yeah. Nice indeed. But yeah, I think in terms of the model for appearance, I mostly am keeping that hush-hush because, you know, if I am going to eventually get, like, a new model and a better look, I would want to have some type of hype behind it, so just blowing my load and revealing what I think I want it to look like is probably not the wisest solution if I can generate some easy hype out of it. You know. Also nice, yeah, hold on to my load. Got him. But yeah, so it's kind of what I think about it. What I will say is the main thing that I will keep the same is the hair is going to stay the same. At least, like, mostly the same. Maybe the color of it might change, but other than that, like, the hairstyle, I'm keeping that the same. Anything else is kind of up for debate. We'll see. But why does the barrel keep doing that? Man. This level's the way that the barrels behave is completely different, so it's screwing me up. The barrels don't move the same way. They don't even shoot the same way. Like, the physics for the barrels are completely different. Why does that not work? I could have sworn it was pointing the correct direction, but it wasn't shooting that way. Weird. At least I'm getting my lives back. Alright. Yeah, sure. I have no problem with that. Oh, man. This level is going to be the death of me, I can tell. It's not going very well so far. Getting close to the checkpoint, but... Oh, wait, I think I got the checkpoint? Yes, okay, good. Okay, cool, sounds good to me. Shit. I think I need to go back in there. There might be a letter or something. At least they let you do that in this one. This next one doesn't let you do that. It's part of why if I was 100%ing these like I'm doing, I wanted to do the GBA versions because they're more forgiving with the requirements. Alright, let's see. There is a letter. Knew it. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, there are no save states for this particular core of the Mister. Oh, no, wait, I'm thinking the SNES. Yeah, the SNES, though, the SNES has none. The GBA does. But yeah, the SNES version doesn't have any save states, so I can't use those. Also, shit. It's brutal. These barrels are really mean. There. I missed the letter O? When did I miss that? Shit. Well, I guess I don't need to get the letters right now because I screwed up. Fuck. Yeah, I can take a look right now. Only take a second. Let's see. Huh. Okay, get it on here. Oh, okay, yeah. That looks cool. That looks cute. I like it. That looks nice. I think it's a cute model. Oh, we got the Rambi. That means more free lives. Gamma Chris, welcome. Yeah, there's been a lot of Donkey Kong tonight. Like, a lot. I need to go back to form. Because it's been over a month since I played one. And I've been working on that project, you know. We're currently doing the 100% for Donkey Kong Country 1 on the GBA because it has all the extras. And it's just easier to do than the SNES. Alright, cool. Yeah, I like the model. It looks good. Your internet is out. Your internet's out, so will you're on data then? Oh, ouch. Sorry to hear. So yeah, I beat Land 3, Chris. It was pretty rough, but I did it with some save state abuse. Then I did, unfortunately, because I think you said that was your version, I just wrapped up the Game Boy Color version of Donkey Kong Country 1. So that is also done. So, you missed it. I ended up spending a lot of time on that version. Shit. Well, I don't need to go down here anyway. I already got this stuff. Yeah, that version's real bad. At least compared to all the other versions, it's definitely the worst of the 3 DKC1 versions. I was quite shocked at how atrocious the, some of the levels were. Like, the way that they tweaked some stuff to make it just so much worse. Man. These barrels are just awful. There was one level in particular, Trick Track Trek, which was the fucking worst. It was so atrocious. I cannot believe how bad that level was. They screwed it up so much. It was unreal. Okay, I guess I'm not getting the warp. Ah! Screwed up. Well, I get another shot at it. Maybe I can get the warp this time. I don't think I want to take the warp if I want all the letters, but I already screwed that up. I missed the O earlier. This version requires you to get all the letters for 100%. Wow, I'm just dying a lot, aren't I? Dying too much here. Well, I hope your internet comes back soon. That's a bummer. I've been there. I had like 3 days of no internet at one point. Maybe it was 4 days. It was a while. Seriously? I messed it up again? Yeah, it is indeed late. You know, the opening music for this area, the synths used at the very opening of it remind me a lot of The Thing. Reminds me of the Thing soundtrack. I messed it up again. Well, I guess we'll go this way. We're committed to it at the moment. Ow. Ah, I fucked up again. Yeah, it's been a successful Konging tonight. A lot of Konging has been occurring. A lot of deaths, too, because these versions are, like, all weird and janky for me, so... There's been a lot of bizarre deaths associated with things like barrels, because it's all strange. But, you know, I fully expected that. I expected the struggle. There's also going to be a hell of a lot of struggle when I get to the new ones. The, Returns and Tropical Freeze. Yeah, I missed the O. It's a bummer. Means I have to do this again. Scary. Scary. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming by. Have a good rest. Ah, slipslide ride. No warp? Ah, they removed the warp here. Why? The GBC version had the warp, the SNES version had the warp, this one doesn't. How odd. Maybe they changed the requirements for it or something. I don't want to finish this. You don't need to finish these to get the percent completion. These ones are too long to complete. Really, though? No warp. Oh, damn it, I went back in. I don't care about your spelling bee. Get out of here. Alright. Why is there a rat here? Why is there a rat in an ice cave? Wouldn't that be too cold for them? Isn't that uncomfortable? So it's funny, I didn't mention this because I kind of forgot, but there's a... I actually played this on stream, like, last year, I think. But there's a ROM hack version of this game that fixes the color palette, where it makes it more in line with the SNES version. So it, like, gets rid of all the washed-out, contrasty look. I don't think it works with this version, though. Like, with Mr. on a real GBA, I don't think that it would work. It'd probably be buggy or not run at all. I haven't tried it, though, but, you know, it's interesting it exists. Most of the time, ROM hacks like that don't work on the Mister, so... Because the Mister's real hardware, basically. I didn't notice those feathers before. That's a new, interesting touch. But yeah, making good headway on this nice little project of mine. I've gotten through a lot of the really rough stuff. Like, I've gotten through a lot of the really difficult, evil stuff, like GBC Donkey Kong Country, which was far more harrowing than I was expecting. That version was a trip. I'm glad that I took the band-aid off and just decided to get that all done today. Definitely made up for a lot of the lack of Konging in the past month or month and a half. I need to do that. Darn. I need to do that with Mario 64. It's another game that's been shelved for a while. I definitely want to play more of that. I might consider, maybe with Mario 64, since I didn't get very far, I may consider playing the PC version, the decomp PC version, because it has some, with like a few little mods, it has a few better enhancements, and it's a bit easier on the eyes. Because I've already tested the, or not tested, like played a decent bit of the 64 version to kind of get the idea. So I might maybe consider switching over to that if I can get it working. But if it's too much of a pain in the ass, then I won't bother. We'll see. Like, I'll mess around with it on my own time and see if it's worth it or not. Because I think most of the time that I spent with Mario 64 getting the stars that I did get, most of that was just because I didn't know what to do, like how to get certain stars. I probably spent a good hour, maybe 2 hours, just figuring out, like, okay, how do I get this? So, there's definitely a decent bit of that. I've enjoyed it so far, of what I played in Mario 64. It's been fun. Just might enjoy it a little more with some extra enhancements, maybe. Nothing major, just like some stuff like better camera control, maybe. Maybe a few other little tweaks. And it's better performance, honestly. Just the better performance would be a big one. I still am vaguely considering getting a real N64 at some point. Pretty low priority, I would say, but because I have the capability of capturing an N64 in high quality, it's more appealing to me than what it was before. Most of, like, N64s are pretty cheap as well to buy, like, used. Most of the money spent is getting an EverDrive, which is what lets you load all the games on it. So I've considered doing that at some point. I missed, like, all the letters, wow. I guess I'll have to come back for those. I think I got all the bonuses, though, for this level. I have to look. Yep, so I've gotten all the bonuses on these. I just am missing the letters, oddly enough. Just not getting those. I do want to play Zelda, though. Like, I've been feeling a Zelda itch really bad lately. I think... So, I was originally playing the NES, like, original Zelda 1. I don't know if I want to go back to it or not. Because, like, I played it for, like, 4 hours. But it felt like a lot of pressure to stream that game, even though people understand that, you know, you're not going to have it memorized, and it's kind of a trial, and it's really tough to get through. I don't know, it sort of felt like to me, like, I wasn't really making enough progress fast enough, and I kept having to look at, like, the map and stuff to kind of even know where to go. It kind of felt too much like I was playing a wiki game, if that makes sense. Where the game just feels sort of impossible, unless you're strictly using a guide. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I have heard as well, is that was sort of the intention. And it just kind of feels like it's a lot to take in. Yeah. Like, I think maybe a game like that would be more fun to stream if I had a really active community for that. Which currently I do not. So, like, if I did, then I think that game would be better to go back to and, like, play. That's kind of what I think. Like, if I just had, like, chat there to, like, kind of, you know, just chill and answer questions when needed, share some neat information, give me a general idea of what to do, then it probably would go over better than me having to constantly reference a map. But, other than that, I thought the game was super, super impressive for when it came out. I thought it was really awesome. Zelda 2, I'm good with just not even bothering with, to be honest. Zelda 2, I've seen it played a decent bit, and I can see that game is not for me. I think it's a very interesting game that's super influential. But, jeez, dude. That game looks so fucking impossible. Not as bad as people think, but way harder, yeah. One of your favorite streams last year? Oh, that's good to hear. Happy to hear it. Oh, yes, it's Cranky's little shack. We don't really need to be here, though. I just accidentally went here. Yeah, randomized Zelda 2, I'm sure, is an insane trip. Well, the thing is, it's not like those games are going anywhere, right? And I don't have to play games in release order, so... I think that if I wanted to go back to it, like any of those games, I can. So there's a bonus up there. I think, I'll get that next time. Won't bother with it yet. Ugh. Or I just die and have another opportunity to get it anyway. It seems like Espresso is required for some of these, but you need him for other things. Like basically, you need Espresso, I think, for one bonus, but then you don't need him for the other ones. It's weird. It's almost like they wanted you to do this level twice in order to 100% it. Because you can't get this one with Espresso. You need to do this. Yeah, like, I can swing back to it whenever. Like, I would much prefer playing Link to the Past and actually beat it this time, because I've never beaten that game despite, like, getting 90% through the game. The furthest I got in the game was Turtle Rock on the GBA. The GBA version of Link to the Past. First I got was Turtle Rock. And I stopped there for some reason. I guess it was getting too annoying or something. And I just got annoyed when I was a kid. And that was that. So I'd love to go back to Link to the Past. I'd love to beat it on stream. And I think the timing for it is good. Because... I think the timing for revisiting that game is good because the decomp project has been finished. And you can just straight up play Link to the Past on your PC. And have like a few quality of life enhancements and have widescreen and no slowdown. So I'd be very interested in trying that out. And it doesn't seem like it takes much to get up and running. It seems pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So I think that probably in the near future, there will be a Link to the Past stream going on. All right, let's see. But I definitely don't want to leave these other games hanging for too long either. At least Link to the Past is relatively short, all things considered. Alright. Rope Bridge Rumble. The palette on this one's changed quite a bit. It's kind of neat, though. I like some of the bright colors here. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's really short if you know what you're doing. I watched Dot level. I watched her stream it. Like, the randomizer a lot in the past. I've never really fully understood what she's doing. But, you know. It's kind of... I've seen it played enough that I can understand that you can clear the game really fast if you know it well. There's also another game that I want to stream, probably as well in the near-ish future, if I can speak, which is the original Resident Evil. Like, but I would want to use the PC version because it's the best way to play that particular game. And the last time I tried to get the PC version up and running, it kept crashing in the same spot every time. And I was having a lot of trouble with it. I spent like 2 hours or something trying to figure out what the hell was going on with it. I missed the bonus. Guess I'm going back to this level. Or I'm dying and we'll see. Guess we're going back to it later. Haha. Yeah. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. I haven't played the original in a long time, so I would like to revisit it. If anything, for the memes. And yeah, I want to play the best version of it, which is the revival something version on the PC. Because otherwise, you have some major issues with the current versions available. There's the director's cut that has DualShock support on PS1, but it has atrocious music. And then you have the original version that doesn't have any auto-aim for any of the characters. And then you have the PC version that has none of these problems and has all the good music, but I missed the bonus because I wasn't thinking. But it is not in Japanese, and it does not or it is in Japanese rather, and it's not in English, and it does not support. And it does not support modern controls, so you need to use a patch for that. But unfortunately, despite my best attempts, I was unable to get it working. Sarah Lene offered to help me with that, and I'll probably take her up on it in the near future to ask, like, trying to figure out what is wrong with this thing. Chances are, like she said, I'm probably just missing something. And it happens sometimes with these things where you miss a step or something and your brain just decides to give up and you can't actually figure out what you did wrong, even though it may be obvious to another person. It's probably something like that. That would be my educated guess. So I probably just need another pair of eyes. Because I've done way more complicated stuff. Way more complicated stuff than setting up Resident Evil on the PC. Like, you want to know what one of the most complicated things you can do for a video game is? Heavily modding Skyrim. That's not a joke, by the way. Heavily modding Skyrim is a nightmare. Welcome back to your internet. I'm glad your internet's back. Heavily modding Skyrim is insanity. And I did it for some reason. I still want to stream more of that. I don't know when I'll get around to it, but eventually. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Hope it's not Chris's blood.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I want to do that at some point. I also still really want to do Code Veronica X. Right, can I even get this bonus now? I guess I can't, can I? I have to come back for this too. Oh no, there it goes. I don't really want to finish that one. I don't need the lives. Although there might have been a letter there. Maybe that's how you get some of the letters. I wasn't paying attention. So I might actually have to do some of those for letters. But yeah, I definitely need to do some Zelda games because I want to hype myself up for Tears of the Kingdom. Like, look, I know that, like, a lot of the retro community hates Breath of the Wild, but listen, I loved it. I thought it was great. So, pee-pee poo-poo. I think the game was good. And I'm looking forward to the sequel, if you want to call it a sequel. I guess it is a sequel. I don't think I would stream it, though, because the game is, like, 5 million... It's a big open-world game. It would take so long to get through it. So I don't know if I want to commit that kind of stream time. It's the same thing for the original Breath of the Wild, just they're big length games, right? They're a lot of time. I think like Breath of the Wild is awesome, but streaming it is a tall order in terms of the commitment. I'm getting hit too much. Like, Fallout New Vegas took a long, long time for me to finish. I think it was like 14 streams in total for me to finish New Vegas. And that was doing like some of the quests, and it was also doing all the DLC. So we need Rambi. Why did I get hit there? That's so mean. Needlessly cruel video game. Yeah, the sound chip on the GBA kind of gave out there. You know, I still have my original GBAs. I was considering selling them, but we'll see. I would have to ask myself, do I have any use for them? And the answer is probably not. Yeah, I have like the GBA SP with the original backlight, which is a more rare unit. And then I have the OG GBA Indigo. They're both also a bit damaged. They got a bit scuffed up from some drops. I need to get off of this Rambi. He's gonna kill me here. Oh, shit. I thought that was the end of the cycle. I was wrong. Oh, I'm fucking up. That's the end of the cycle. Okay, we can go. That's safe. No, it's not safe. This version is genuinely... The fire, it's really hard to tell when it's safe and when it isn't. They made that really confusing. Okay. At least I got those bonuses, so I don't have to worry about those. I can just go back to where I was. Rip Rambi. Alright, so taking my own sanity, I'm gonna save state here. Because this is, kind of weird, and I don't get the timing. I think that's okay? Yeah, that's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. I have to wait again. How long is this cycle? Isn't it supposed to be 3? Must have been. I must have save stated at the very start of the cycle. Okay, I get it now. So it's very, very, very subtle. But there is a giveaway for this. The visuals don't help you at all. There's a sound cue. Missed a letter, damn it. There's a sound cue. So it's very subtle, but if you hear a little, like at the end, that means the cycle's done and you can jump. Not exactly the way that I would have done it, but that's a way. And we're back to ugly contrast level. You know, this might be a new record, and I'm sure I'm gonna curse it, but it's been like, I've been streaming for over 6 hours, and I haven't had a single drop frame. I've never seen that before. Like, yeah, sometimes I'll even get 20, like, just like 20 drop frames or something, but this one's been like none. Just kind of cool, I guess, to not deal with that for a change. Around the holidays, whenever there's like a lot of people in their homes, my internet goes to shit during prime time. Like, I may as well not even bother trying to stream. It gets so bad. Damn it. So, like, the holiday season, like Christmas, New Year's, that whole time, the internet's always terrible. Music's also not so great in this particular one. This whole stage seems to suffer a lot on the GBA. Oh, there's a bonus there. Shit. Don't die here. Why is that naughty moving so fucking fast? Jeez, dude. Okay, let's go get that. exactly. When the frames don't drop, it feels good, man. So, just leave? Alright. I haven't done that bonus in, like, years. I forgot it was like that. That's kind of a meme. Ah, a coconut really almost got me there. The speed of, like, the auto-scroller thing went really fast, so it threw me off. Alright, bash this baddie. Bash him real good. All these claptrap bonuses are much easier in this version for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I'll take it. I did the thing. See, I seem to be blazing through this, actually. I've definitely missed a few things, but 100%ing this shouldn't actually take very long. I've already gotten a lot of it. So I think that we're in pretty good shape here. Like, I'm definitely not going to 100% it in this stream, but I'm feeling pretty good about getting that done the next time I need to stream this. Because I'm already through a lot of the game. We're getting there. I don't know how you're supposed to get that letter without taking damage. Gotta scratch my forehead. Randomly itchy during intense gaming sessions. Don't you hate that? It can be the bane of you if you can't pause. I'm sure many a Dark Souls run has been ruined by an itch. You wanna know a secret? Despite what I've told a couple of my friends, because I know how annoying they would get about it, I have never finished a Dark Souls game. I've beaten Elden Ring. But I haven't finished the Dark Souls. I didn't get very far in the first Dark Souls. I haven't played the other two. Those are games that I'm saving for streams in the future. Probably later in the future, not like anytime soon. So this is probably the ugliest looking level in the GBA version. It's like bloomed to hell. It's like someone put on the bloom setting and put it to max. It's pretty rough. Yeah, exactly. Like previously stated, they're not going anywhere. Exactly. I'm in no rush. They've been out for like 10 years, some of them. I'm not in any hurry. Also, in some cases, depending on the streamer, it's, you know, considered unstreamable or something. I think something like Dark Souls is a tricky business. That's part of why I'm not in a real rush to do streams of those as a first playthrough, because I think in order to stream them, I would have to do it like Dot or Voxandra would have to do. Probably, like, sort of similar to them. Mainly because... So, like, people probably are aware that I'm not really against backseating in general. Backseating is not necessarily the thing I have a problem with. It's that I can't get this fish. There we go. It's that spoilers are what I don't really want for certain games. And the Souls games are definitely in that category. I don't want major spoilers. So it's funny, because I've seen people play those games, but I don't really absorb it in the same way. So I could be doing that area that I've seen people play and not really remember anything about it. So it's a bit different. So what I don't want people to tell me is stuff like, oh, there's this enemy or boss coming up here. Oh, get ready. Oh, this is my favorite part. Oh man, this bit right here is the best bit right here. Like that kind of thing for a Souls game, that would kind of wreck it for me in terms of the experience. Now, something like you probably want to know something about like this weapon is not like something I would be unhappy about. Or something like, hey, like, did you know there's this weird thing with the dodging in this game? That also wouldn't bother me. Like, that's kind of stuff I'm okay with knowing. Just general mechanic stuff that the game doesn't make obvious, that stuff I'm fine with. It's that other stuff that would kind of wreck it for me. So I would only really be able to stream those games when I had a better, like, bigger community and people who could just, like, let me just ignore chat. So again, kind of the Voxandra style of doing it when she played him. Diddy is forever angry. But, yeah, there's infinite games to play, and there's plenty of games I want to stream, so I'm in no rush for so many of these games. But I think in terms of priority for games to stream, the RE1 original and Link to the Past are probably in the near future. So we shall see. Was there anything down here? I don't think there's a bonus down here, but no, there's nothing down here. Okay. Just a Kong. Man, I haven't streamed this long in probably 4 years. It's not a bad thing. Like, I've been meaning to do longer streams anyway, because I don't always get to stream every day anyway, because I've been having so many on and off health issues. Like my bout of 3 days in a row of insomnia, Smile. That was fun. I mean, who's to say I'm even free of that? I did sleep 13 hours, but my body might just decide, hey, you know what? Let's just not sleep again. Sometimes that is what happens. So, Chris, if you're still here, this level that I'm on, Elevator Antics, the GBC version of this level is absolutely atrocious. It is so fucking bad. I could not believe how fucking terrible this was. Unfathomably terrible, unforgivably so. They made all these, like, micro adjustments to the level that just made it borderline intolerable. You couldn't beat this as a kid on the GBC. Well, there's my answer. Color me surprised. Shit. Yeah? That's interesting to me, Chris, because I could absolutely believe that. I had to abuse save states to get through it. I was, like, not having it shit. It was insulting, that level. They also made it harder in ways that are definitely deliberate. It was, like, very mean-spirited. They added, like, certain elements to it that made it so it was even harder to navigate and get hit by. Just an evil, evil iteration of the level. It was kind of reminded me of a ROM hack, where someone wanted to take an existing level and put a twist on it to make it, like, Kaizo hard. That's sort of what they were doing with that level. It also had RNG with this bit. See, like, this bit right here? The GBC version was RNG for if these platforms would appear or not. The order that the platforms would appear would be completely different every time I would try. It was wild. Oh, Jesus. Almost fell there. I think I was on that level even when I started using a bunch of save states. I think I was on that level for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. It was a while. Like, I have the VODs recorded, so I could like look back and check to see how long I actually was on that level. But it was a long time. Oh, that's interesting. Blackout Basement actually sticks to its mechanic on the GBA. Fascinating, I was not expecting that. Ow. Hey, first on guard. I don't know if I remember where the bonus is on this. Like the multiplier. Oh, no, that's not it. This is just normal. It's really hidden in this one, so I might not get this the first go. Oh, there it is. Well, that was easy. Where's my photo? Aren't these supposed to give you photos? Maybe I was supposed to do it later? That's weird. That's odd indeed. Oh, whatever. I think part of the reason why I'm in more of a Zelda-y mood is probably because, well, not only is, you know, there a new Zelda coming out, like, in a few months or so, well, actually, let's be honest here. Me, personally, I'm not convinced it's coming out in a few months. I would not be surprised at all if they delay the game again. But, you know, assuming it does come out in a few months and they don't do that, I think that's part of the hype, right? Makes you want to play some of the other games. And also, I've been watching Clavio play, like, Ocarina of Time for a month, and now she's playing Majora's Mask, and I'm like, man, Zelda's so cool. Zelda games are just so fun. And it's like, man, I want to play Zelda games. You know, that's kind of how it is. I'm getting influenced by other VTubers. I also haven't played all the Zelda games, so I think from a streaming perspective, that's good fun. Like I said, didn't beat LTTP, Link to the Past, haven't beaten it. I know most of the game, though, and like, I know generally what happens in the game's later sections, because I've seen Dot and other people play it, like, a shitload. So I know what the Ganon fight is, stuff like that. But there are other games that I'm mostly blind on, at least in terms of the core stuff. Like Majora's Mask, I mostly have not seen much of. I've seen Clavio play some of it here and there, but it's like only bits and pieces. And otherwise, I don't really know too much about the game. One of my friends has been begging me to play it for years, and I keep saying no. Oh, I guess my lives are maxed, huh? 99. Guess that's the highest. I should probably save this, huh? Because I don't think this manually saves. Uh-huh. Haven't saved it in like 2 hours. Yeah, so I'm mostly blind on Majora's Mask. I only know, like, some of the core stuff about it. And the funny thing about Majora's Mask is I absolutely would have played it many years ago if it weren't for the fact that the only version I had of it that was playable was the collector's edition on the GameCube. So some people may or may not be aware of this, because they might have had better luck if they owned that version. But a lot of people, including myself, had some pretty atrocious luck with Majora's Mask on the collector's edition. So it's very, very privy to crashes. And I had it crash to me like 3 times. and it was in the most annoying, unfortunate parts. So the furthest I ever got in that game was the swamp. So I got to the swampy area, and then the game crashed again once I made progress in the swamp. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to play Majora's Mask. And that was my experience with Majora's Mask. I did my first playthrough of Ocarina of Time on the Collector's Edition. That was flawless. That was fine. I had no issues with that. But yeah, the Majora's Mask thing is a well-documented issue. Everybody knows about it. So, yeah. There are some people, though, who just didn't get any crashes, and I guess they were super lucky. As for me, it felt like it was quite common. Of course, nowadays, it's pretty easy to play Majora's Mask. There's multiple ways to do it, and it's not going to crash on you. You got the 3DS remake that a lot of people hate, which I do own. And you got dying to the auto-scroll level because it is completely different physics from the SNES, so it throws me off and I die a lot. And you got like, you know, emulators, of course. And then you have the official emulator, which is the Switch Online, which I paid for and barely used, so that was kind of a waste of money. Paying for the more expensive pack of Switch Online, and then ended up I didn't really need to because the Switch Online emulation is kind of jank anyway and not very good. And honestly, I've just found it easier to just do it on PC anyway. So that was kind of a waste of money mostly. That actually is coming up for renewal soon. Nintendo warned me. I need to cancel that. I need to cancel that before it renews and have to spend another like $70. I definitely don't want to spend another $70. That's such a pathetic bonus. The bonuses in this are so, like, blah. In terms of reaching them, there's some challenge. Some of them are decently well hidden, but there's a lot of just bleh. They're just kind of boring once you actually get to them. Alright, so you got Boss Dumb Drum. They added a sound effect. What the fuck? Why'd they add that? Oh, new mechanic. I forgot about this. Oh, great. Thanks, Diddy, for the throw. Okay, so they made this boss worse. Alright. They decided that this was the way to go. Why add the extra step? Is that necessary? Really? Every cycle? Kinda stupid, but whatever. I might not get this because this next bit is kind of hard with Diddy. Yeah. Oh, it's just kind of, they made this more longer and tedious than it needed to be. This was a bad design choice. Music here is also not very good, to be honest. I actually haven't heard it like this before because I usually was hearing a zinger in my ear or some other nonsense. Oh, you can hit in midair. That's good. Yeah, that's worse. They should have just left it alone. It's not really a boss you can fix. Okay, so now we're in Final World. Tanked up trouble. Cool. Let's save this. This also probably end up being a lot louder. But it seems to be within... Let me know if it's too loud, because GBA kind of has weird loudness per, like, the audio perception. The meters look okay-ish. They're a little borderline. I think I might drop it a little. Get, like, more closer to the... there. Okay. So I was, like, in the middle of this. Ah, yes, ass. 60%. I forgot that I named it ass. Ass. So we were pretty deep into it. We're in, like, tanked up trouble. The good old blown out, washed out GBA color palette here on full display in all of its glory. Oh. Yeah. So, the GBA version has its own physics. They are very different in many ways from the Super Nintendo version. So it's kind of its own little learning curve. And there are quite a few differences in just a lot of stuff. They're remakes, so like the GBA versions are remakes, I need to clarify. They are not a port. They did not have any of the assets for the trilogy. Those were all lost to time or whatever, or thrown out. Usually it's more likely they were thrown out. Yeah. So they basically just did their best to meticulously remake it as much as they could. But for whatever reason, they decided to completely change the way that they play with the physics. The upside to it is they made Donkey Kong, from what I can tell, pretty much on par with Diddy, like they're equals now. So he doesn't suck in his own game. Shit, that was too eager, I should have waited. It was dumb. Ah, yeah, that's good. I still could get it anyway. Weird, that barrel stays. That's supposed to break in the, original. I don't know if the letters are required. I think they are for the full percent for GBA. Which, again, it's kind of part of the reason I don't know if I want to do it, because it requires a lot of extra work and time. Because it has all these extra requirements. But I would like to, you know, try to get stuff when I see it, at least. Shit. Yeah, this part's gonna be a little weird because of the differences. May end up fucking it up. The one thing that is nice about this version, though, so I'm gonna be going for the bonus here, maybe. I have not done this section in fucking years, so I may not go very well, especially on here. Oh, I guess it went fine. Where is the bonus, though? Or was it on the left? Or am I thinking of a different level? I might be thinking of a different level. No, they changed the level. Because it used to be that you had, like, a further distance that you were shot. They must have changed it. Weird. Yeah, we literally just saw these levels, obviously, so it's kind of funny to just compare and contrast. But yeah, I'm actually a lot further in this than I thought. I didn't know it was on the last world. So, like, in a way, I'm actually almost done with this one. That, jumping sound for Rambi is pretty bad. A little unfortunate, I would say. Does not sound good, should not be there. Boing, boing. Boing. Dixie, went to the afterlife. She'll come back and be resurrected in the second game. It's like Mario characters. They made this a lot easier. This was, like, really, like, a lot harder because of the way the iframes worked on the claptraps. So that bonus is like a joke in this version. Ah, fucking hell. Damn it. You fucking different physics. I blame the physics. Most of all, I blame... I don't know. I blame something. Yeah, a lot of new sound effects. Some of them are not great. Some of them are kind of interesting. Like those ones. They completely changed the laugh. It used to be... and now it's, like, worse. But, you know, also I know that the GBA sound chip, which I don't know if it even had one. If I got hit here, would it, like, penalize me? I mean, I might avoid getting hit entirely, though. Yeah. Let's find out. No, it's the same. Oh, I have 99 lives, apparently. Definitely need this one-up, then. Gonna need these balloons. Really? It was over there? Fucking hell. Definitely did not look like that to my eyes. All these new little critter sound effects. It's interesting. Hopefully people can hear him. Probably can. Oh yeah, there's like a little thing. I don't think that's a bonus though. That's just an animal cracker. Woof. Wow, Diddy is really slow on the ropes now. I guess they must all be. That is an interesting choice. Wow, it's like molasses compared to the original. This is where you get all the letters. I totally forgot about espresso. It's been a while since I've gotten any of these. I totally forgot this was a thing. Ah, fuck, I got the animal cracker. I guess we're doing that. Yeah, I agree, Dubious. I agree. I think that they have some merit, though, but, like, for 1 and 2, not as much. I think the main merit is when these came out, there was no other option for portable. So this had a lot more, like, draw to it. There was a lot more appeal. Like, this was pretty hype when these came out. I think that's, like, the main thing that I kind of get from this. They made that a lot easier, getting over the, getting over that spot, and they also made it more visible. It was always cut off before where you couldn't see it. That's interesting. So it's not really a secret now. Yeah, they're like various like little level design changes here and there. I think someone made like a mega video that like literally went over every single detail of the differences between the Super Nintendo version and the Game Boy Advance version for this title. Like it was like, I think like a 40-minute video or longer or whatever. And I didn't have any commentary either. Just said, here's what it does. Oh, fuck, I guess I fucked that up. What happens? I already got the letters, right? Yes, this isn't meaningless. I just failed the bonus. I keep espresso, though. Anyway, now we're back to what we were doing. One thing I can appreciate is they did redo animations, and some of them are arguably better. Man, you really don't want espresso. Espresso just makes this level harder, dude. Like, this is not easier, this is harder. At least on this version it is. There, you lose him right there. Like, you know, they redid the overworld map, which is cool. I can appreciate it. And they definitely improved some of the animations, or like smoothed them out, like they're less choppy. There's more like interpolation on them and stuff. There's, you know, there's some things I can appreciate that they were doing. So, and he also made like the bonus barrels consistent with the other two games. One thing I do not like is they changed the way that these barrels work. Before, it used to be you could mash a button and you could get through them all. But now, like, they force you to time it. Like, I could just go on and on about all the differences and stuff. Which, I mean, maybe that's why you guys are here. Partially. Do you like it when I talk about this shit? Okay. Is it sacrilege to use a Super Nintendo controller to play a Game Boy Advance game? Is it also sacrilege to have the jump button be the B button on the Super Nintendo controller? Like, is it sacrilege to essentially have reverse controls that are Super Nintendo style? I don't know. I like having options. I mean, there's not really... I mean, maybe there is, sort of. Like, I'm sure people must have made them or something, but, like, as far as I know, there's not a Game Boy-style controller for any of the Game Boy variants. Like, that's not a thing that people have made. I mean, I guess you could technically make it. I don't know why you would want to, but... Cog. Ah, fuck. I'm just taking my time here because this is all, like, different. The proportions of this level are very, very off. So, like, the scale of everything is weird. There we go. You play with a GameCube controller? For what? Like, a bunch of stuff? And I mean, I don't think that's, like... I don't think that's sacrilege, though, because GameCube controllers... Oh, this is the rhythm game. Yeah, I remember now. Oh yeah, I remember messing with this before. And, like, the timing of it's fucked. Like, there's, like, a weird buffer on this. Like, you have to do it before if you want to get perfects or even a hit sometimes. Yeah, the Game Boy player exists. It's a thing. I used to own one. And you used the GameCube controller for that, so... Or you could, anyway.
I'm up.
But you don't actually need to save with her anymore. I think this auto-saves even, maybe. You can just, like, manually save. Because it's a portable game. They had to do that. And we're already in the last level. I kind of forget how you're supposed to reach this over here. I don't think you can roll jump over there. Doesn't look like it, no. Love that vocal death, huh? Is that good? Sounds like he's wheezing. He's like, Donkey Kong's like, I'm gonna bust. I'm sorry, that was very cursed. I'm not sorry, though. So I think this is cool. If I were to point out a detail I like, I think the way that the light looks here, in contrast to the other stuff, looks cool. It has like a neat lighting effect that's not really like present in the Super Nintendo version. I think that's kind of cool. Really? Why are they slow motion? They're so much faster on SNES. So many interesting changes. It's these... Fuck. These Game Boy Advance versions are fascinating to me because they're weird, like, alternate reality versions of an existing game. Oh. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I remember now. I remember now. It's coming back to me. Spell it out. What if I don't want to spell, huh? Did you think about that? Yeah, what if it's Coog, huh? Or Coon? Did you think about that? That there are other ways to spell Kong? Or say Kong? This is like the era of remakes and ports for Game Boy that have this unique Nintendo flair to them that they were doing with all of them, where they add all these like weird voices and stuff. Like unwanted voices that nobody asked for, with interesting results. Everything must be vocalized and have extra sound. Just a interesting thing. See, that doesn't kill the zinger anymore when you, like, get the checkpoint barrel. I feel like when this was made... Shit. I still made it anyway. I feel like when this was made, they should have had me be part of the development team. And then I could have pointed out all the things they were doing different and wrong, and then I could have yelled at them. I think that would have been a really good idea. I could have been, like, in the credits as, like, the Kong consultant, and they could have spelled it that way, too. Like, they could have spelled it like this in credits. Kong consultant. You know? And I think that would have been cool. Alright. This part requires an amount of concentration. Always does. I should really, fuck. Fuck the throw. I fucked the throw. I should have waited. Well, here we are again. God, getting that fucking letter is a death sentence, I swear. Oh, why though? They spaced it differently. Pain. This game's like... Are this levels like a weird... Fucking hell. Should I just try and stop getting that letter N? It feels like you need to sacrifice a Kong to do it. Like, there might be a slightly different timing to it. Maybe, like, if I just jump for it immediately, I might be able to get it without getting damaged. Like, if I just do this... Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. You gotta really go for it, though, like, immediately. Otherwise, you just lose a Kong. Because I was on the edge. I was, last night, I think? Or was the night before? I don't remember. I was taking a look back at my my ancient days. Ah, is she fucking serious? They don't give you as much time for that. They made that harder. They made that part of the level harder. You, like, die right away as soon as you touch the edge. Like the pit. But yeah, I was looking at my old stuff. I don't have most of it archived. Like, the vast majority of my stuff is unarchived. But I have, like, a portion of it archived. And I was looking at stuff that I did, like, 11 years ago. Almost 11 years ago. It's not my oldest stuff, but it's pretty old. And I found it to be interesting to look back on. I've done it every now and then. I think, like, probably the big standout is... I mean, my voice was different. You shitting me? Why did they design this level to be worse? This is reminding me of the Game Boy Color version. Where, like, they made the hitboxes worse, and they changed the way that the level is designed. Or, like, things are spaced weird now. So you can't do what you did before. So it's almost like I'm doing this level for the first time. It's making me irrationally angry. But, like I was trying to say while I'm trying not to die at the same time and talk, I think I found one thing that I forgot about, but isn't all too surprising, is, my casual use of slurs. Not like racial... Are you shitting me again? Not like racial slurs or anything, but like, you know, the other ones that are also bad. The light ones. You know, the light ones. And just, you know, being disappointed in my 11 years younger self. You know. That kind of thing. I'm like, oh wow, I said that, huh? Just like that, huh? Interesting. You know, there was a bit of that going on. I'm like, I was a little shocked. I'm like, oh, I did that. And I'm like, oh yeah, it was like 2011. 2010. Yeah. So, you know, there was a bit of that. But, you know, a way of viewing that and looking at that sort of thing is, you know, that fuck this level, and it's shit tier fucking garbage shit dick hitboxes. Why are they like this? How am I supposed to accomplish this? Do I have to, like... Maybe I should just, like, jump into it. Maybe I don't throw anymore. Maybe throwing doesn't work. Maybe I just, like, fucking mash... Maybe I just fucking mash the barrel into the stupid dude. The Crusher. I think they're called that. Didn't land. Apparently that didn't count as being on the platform. This is it's all falling apart here, folks. This is where the differences on the version are fucking me over hardcore because, they changed literally everything here. They made this level so bad. Fuck. Okay. The thing is, I can't do that with Donkey Kong. That's, like, the big problem. I could maybe mash up to them with Diddy if they let me. But... yeah, there's some problems here with these barrels. And I don't know how you're meant to do this. Like, maybe a jump and a throw might do it. I don't know if, like, it's required, or maybe you need to be further up the platform, but then you risk falling. Okay, maybe the jump helps, or is required. Ugh, God. But this part, though, is a little tricky, too, though, because it drops fast. Ugh. Like, it drops really fast. Fuck. That was, like, the end of it, too. Oh, you worry someone's gonna have a weird name on an old game. It's understandable. Hey, Leafuchi, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for the raid, Leafuchi. What were you playing? What were you up to? I'm assuming... I play video games through the internet, mostly retro games, but I play some indie games as well. And the occasional AAA indulgence. Tonight, I am playing through the Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Country. It's a weird remake of a game that I've basically memorized, and I'm currently struggling on this final level of the game, so I'm almost done this game. I've been doing a project on and off for some months now where I pretty much just am streaming every Donkey Kong Country related game. Just playing all of the versions. And I've gone through the Super Nintendo trilogy. And I died again. Because this is really fucked up. Because they changed everything. So I'm fighting against some pretty strong muscle memory here. Nope, that doesn't work. Cheeky Chooks. A game about raising chickens, I see. Was it a fun time? Did they have in-depth chicken mechanics? Chicken raising mechanics? Really? That counts? That is interesting. That is interesting. I'm trying, like, literally anything to get through this level faster, and it seems like the game's like, no, I'm gonna kill you instead. Or, like, I just have to use Donkey Kong for this bit, I guess. Like, this level is actually harder than it was on the Super Nintendo. It's really weird. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. I'm sure I'll get it. I mean, I have tons of lives, and it's easy to get them anyway, so that's not a concern, but I've died probably over a dozen times on this level. And normally, I don't die at all. If I was playing the Super Nintendo version, I'd just go deathless and beat it in like 45 minutes. But, not in this version, though. Because they changed everything. There we go. I'm starting to get used to what they want me to do, though. It's, like, really specific what they want me to do with this one. Especially this level. They want me to do it a very, very, like, specific way. Shit. Alright, saved it. I don't know how I saved it, but I did. Fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Okay, I managed. That was very clutch. I, like, basically managed to improvise there and get around the enemy there. Okay, so now we just got, like, a filler boss. Yeah, they changed it, right. Yeah, they kind of changed the boss here. You got, like, 2 neckies now. I forgot that was a thing. I think, like, you just kill both of them. They just have their own health bars. Yeah, it's like just a duo boss. Yeah, so just work on the next one then. Okay. The weird. Before it was just the purple guy, and he just shot multiple coconuts. I guess now they've made it so this one shoots multiple after you beat one of them. Yeah, this is a remake of Super Nintendo game. It's one of my favorite games. And they, back in 2003, they came out with this so you could play it portably. And that was, like, the big novelty of it is, ooh, you can play it portably now, right? Because you couldn't play games on, you know, the Super Nintendo portably back in that day, you know? I never owned this game, though. I owned 2 and 3, but not the full trilogy. I owned 2 and 3 on Game Boy Advance. I had the Super Nintendo version, though, for this game. It was kind of, like, weird. I never owned 2 and 3 on the Super Nintendo, but I had the first one. And then I had 2 and 3 on the Game Boy Advance. It was very funny. I did play them as rentals, though. Like, I played 2 and 3 as rentals on the Super Nintendo. Anyway, we're at the final boss now, Gangplank Galleon. Yeah, well, I already had done a lot of progress on this game. Wow. K. Rool's got way more color than anything else in this game. They really went all out with this sprite. They also made him really slow. You notice that? Like, the crown throwing's really slow, too. And he makes noises now. K. Rool sounds like he's gonna, like, coom or something. I'm gonna bust! I'm gonna bust Donkey Kong. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is throwing me off. We already lost the Kong, that's not good. Oh yeah, they changed it. Yeah, so this fight's a little different, I forgot. So this might end up taking a few tries as well. At least Donkey Kong is, like, better in this version. I do appreciate that they made him, like, viable to use. Oh, he really threw the crown fast that time. The poor Game Boy Advance sound is having a hard time keeping up here. Oh. Okay, that counted as a hit. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, try again. Yeah, this fight's a bit long. So it's a bit of a bummer if you fail it, because you gotta do a lot of it over. I suppose, like, if it got really annoying... Oh, fuck. I was getting confused. Shit. This is what happens when you don't get enough sleep. Already off to a bad start here. I'm so used to the way that it works on the Super Nintendo one that it just messes me up. It's part of the fun, though. It's part of the fun. I really would prefer, though, if K. Rool would stop making that noise. It makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know why his sprite is so colorful compared to, like, anyone else's, even the Kongs. I guess they just wanted to make it look nice, because, like, most everything in this version is incredibly washed out, because they, like, made it for the Game Boy Advance, so if anyone was familiar with the Game Boy Advance, the original console, it didn't have a backlight, so you were pretty much just, like, had to light it yourself with, like, the sun, or just, like, a light indoors. Otherwise, like, you couldn't see it in the dark. So they made a lot of these Game Boy games, like, really washed out, I guess, with almost no contrast. So I guess, like, to help make it brighter so you could kind of see it. Alright, so we're past this phase. Got the fake credits here. This is known as one of the famous video game fake-outs, where they kind of could trick you into thinking you beat the game. Not sure about this, Chief. Alright, did it. Video game defeated. I got a photo for it. And a banana. And an awkward save. Kind of takes you out of the moment. You didn't do anything, Donkey Kong. You died at the beginning of the fight. I'm just gonna skip through this. Alright. Video game done. I could go for, like, extra secrets and stuff, but I got quite a few of them. And then we're just showing off all the enemies. Different credit sequence from how it was in the original. Yeah, I'm pretty, I think, comfortable to just move on to the second game on GBA. Good old clump. Love a good clump. Yeah, I hope people are having a good evening. I'm just big chillin'. What'll end up being probably quite interesting is when I get to the non-retro games for the Donkey Kong Country games. Because they got the two newer-ish ones. I guess you could say that, like, Returns is probably retro at this point, but... because it did come out for the Wii. But, Tropical Freeze is not retro. Still getting up in age, though. I think Tropical Freeze is probably 8 years old now. Something like that. Came out in the Wii U. Believe it or not, it's actually been a pretty decent amount of time since the Wii U came out. Does anyone remember the Wii U? Of course you don't. I like this bit with, like, the underwater enemies having, like, actually being underwater with the change in the shot. I think that's an interesting change. Might actually be a little more creative, honestly, than just having it in, like, the Donkey Kong house at the beginning of the game. I think some of this might, like, for the underwater bits at least, I think, honestly, I would say that this is improved for the credit sequence. It's pretty neat. Ah, the bosses. The most creative, most awesome bosses of all time, like Giant Beaver. And who could forget Big Ostrich? Or Vulture. Ah, yes, a big bee. Oh, and another beaver, but it's palette swapped, and it's really naughty this time. Really naughty. Ah, Dumb Drum. Who could forget Dumb Drum? Well, that's it for the bosses. Now we got the animal buddies. I think Rambi's really cool, but not really too interesting to use in the game. They make much better use of Rambi in the second game, I think. Winky sucks. Winky can go to hell. Winky's like the worst. May as well be a downgrade. Ah, and all the Kongs just together. And now they're gonna say things. I'm not really a huge fan of all the dialogue that they added. And they're like trying to make it segue into the sequel, I guess, which is like, you know, effort put forth, I guess, but not really necessary. Like, we don't really need a plot that's like that substantial. They basically just kept it in the instruction manual for the Super Nintendo games, and that was where all the story was. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to do that I might want to change. Let me see. I kind of forgot about this, but I should actually change this. Like, there was a setting for the GBA core, for the thing I'm using. Where was it? It's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, here, the modify of colors. I don't really need to modify them. Let's turn that off. I think it probably looks better this way. Add a little more color to certain things. I remember messing with that a bunch, and I wasn't really sure what to think of it, but just keep it off, I think. Add a little bit more vibrancy back into it. I'm not sure if it's as accurate, but I assume it maybe could be in some ways. Alright. Well, those are some sprites, huh? You can barely make out their definitions from that distance. Ah, then we got the credits. Donkey Kong GBA team. We got fireworks. Why not? Nice crusty fireworks. This could be like a Windows 95 screensaver. Yeah, I think I'm good with moving on to the second game. I did kind of have plans to 100% the GBA ones, but I don't think I'll do that. You don't get anything for it anyway. I think just getting as much of it as I can is good enough. The only one that I might try to 100% is just the third one, because you do actually get stuff for that. You don't really for these first two. The original DKC team, it's good that they make sure that the original team is not erased. Because they do that sometimes with these remakes or ports, is they, like, take people out of the credits, which is shitty. So, you know, it's nice that they do that. They acknowledge their predecessors. Look at all these extra people involved in the making of this portable version that I'm playing unportably. Now there's two stampers. We got a C stamper and a T stamper. Shigeru Miyamoto. Arguably kind of a hack these days. Not necessarily a hot take, but kind of a hack these days. 71%. Okay, that's fine. I think this game has way more strict requirements for it anyway. Probably would have been higher on the Super Nintendo. Alright. So that was Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Advance. Now, I will move on to the second one. And I'm going to make the title changes. I guess there's like one other thing I can check out before I go to the next game. Actually, hold on. Let me check out the DK attack. I think this is just speedrun. There's also like more extras or whatever. Yeah, these are just like the mini games just isolated. DK attack I think is a speedrun mode. Yes. And I guess it has like mechanics, yeah, where you collect stuff. I think it's a neat idea. It's a nod to... Yeah, it's a nod to the competition cartridge. I'm also not good at this version of the game because they changed all the jumping physics. So, yeah, it's kind of a neat idea because they had like a promotional version of the original game on the Super Nintendo that was like an arcade kind of version where you used like a competition mode. And I think this is kind of mimicking that idea, but they implemented it into this portable version. Yeah, so you got score, and you got time and bonuses and stuff. Okay. Enter my name. How about... No. No! Very good. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next game. So let's change that title. Why were there two ends? What do you mean? I didn't notice anything. You didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Alright, let me...